Ogun àárọ̀ tí gbogbo ayé rò ire. Paratrin gbòde o. Mo mọ̀ pé ẹni níbẹ̀ yẹn. Paratrin. Èmi náà ní tèmi Paratrin. Ọmọ kékeré lè lo Paratrin. Àgbàlagbà tó lè lo Paratrin. Mo ní ọkùnrin lè lo Paratrin. Obìnrin lè lo Paratrin. Gbogbo wa la lè lo Paratrin.
Gbógun ti aràn pẹ̀lú Paratrin ara mọ́ kóbá ìdàgbàsókè ọpọlọ ọmọdé a sì mọ́ fún wọn lárùn ó sì ń kóbá ìlera àgbàlagbà pẹ̀lú òdú ni Paratrin kì í ṣàìmọ̀ olóko ó ti wà tipẹ́ Paratrin ló kájọ aràn tó bá fẹ́ dènà àlàáfíà wa nínú ẹbí ó wà ní olómi àti ní oníhóró Nimet International Pharmaceutical PLC ló ń ṣe oògùn aràn Paratrin ó sì wà káàkiri ilé ìtajà oògùn gbogbo Paratrin Worm Expeller abẹ́bípalẹ̀ aràn mọ́ tó sì ń jẹ́ bí idán.
Paratrin.
Get the vibes and get the feeling. Yes, Media Academy Radio.
Where hit music lives.
Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile now?
Ready, set. It's going down.
Right here at Yes, Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on.
Girl, I wanna be your owner.
A very good evening to you out there, and thanks for joining us live from the studios of Yes Ma Radio, the first Media Academy Radio. This is Yes News Now. In the headlines, Federal Executive Council holds virtual meeting, honors late ex-sport minister Abdul Kader. Domestic flight operations resume in Lagos and Abuja. NNPC confirms 7 deaths as explosion rocks facility. Ondo Assembly suspends 3 lawmakers. Majority leader resigns. Oyo confirms suspected serial killer's arrest. And in sport, former African heavyweight boxing champion recovers from cancer. Now the news in detail. My name is Olatunde Idowu. The Federal Executive Council is holding its 6th virtual meeting at the Presidential Villa in Abuja, the nation's capital. The meeting, which is currently holding, is being chaired by President Muhammadu Buhari. In attendance are the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, Chief of Staff to the President, Ibrahim Gambari, and 11 ministers. Also, other ministers are participating from their respective offices in Abuja. After the national anthem, a minute silence was observed in honor of former Minister of Sport and Youth Development and former member of the National Working Committee who served as Vice Chairman Northwest, Inua Abdul Kader, who died on Monday. President Buhari had earlier in a statement said that Abdul Kader's humility, maturity, and penchant for facilitating reconciliation among members will be sorely missed at a time the All Progressive Congress APC is rebuilding and repositioning to deliver on its promises. Flight operations in Lagos State and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, have resumed after over 3 months of being shut down following the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. However, the turnout of passengers was low as monitored activities at the domestic wing of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos. Passengers were seen with their masks on, observing social distancing and adhering to other COVID-19 protocols. It was gathered that only 5 airlines have been given approval to fly. Meanwhile, in Abuja, passengers were also seen arriving at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport to board flights to Lagos. The Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 gave the go-ahead for the commencement of domestic flights following approval by the President as the second phase of the eased lockdown was extended by another 4 weeks. The Justice Ayo Salami-led presidential panel probing corruption allegations against the acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Ibrahim Magu, today continued its sitting. The panel, which is meeting inside the State House Conference Center, Abuja, is said to be poring over documents and talking to persons connected to its investigation. Access was again restricted to unauthorized persons at the premises as personnel of the Department of State Security (DSS) manning the center gate worked on instruction not to allow people in. It was not clear whether Magu was appearing before the panel at the time of this report, as State House correspondent who have a workstation at the premises were among those denied access. Before today, the anti-grab boss had appeared already for 2 consecutive days before the panel, after which he was taken on each occasion to Force Criminal Headquarters, where he is being detained. 7 persons have died after an explosion at an oil mining lease 40 operated by the Nigerian Petroleum Development Company. Details of this incident will be brought to you in our subsequent bulletin. 3 of the lawmakers of the Ondo State House of Assembly who dissociated themselves from the impeachment process of the Ondo State Deputy Governor, Honorable Agbola Ajayi, have been suspended by the leadership of the House. While the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Iroju Ogundeji, the lawmaker representing Ondo West 2, Adewale William and Shemilure Tomo Mewo, were suspended. The House Majority Leader, Jamiu Maito, also resigned his position. According to the leadership of the House of Assembly, the 3 lawmakers, Ogundeji, Tomo Mewo, and Williams, were suspended for unruly behavior. One of the suspended lawmakers, Williams, claimed that his suspension was communicated to him verbally by the Speaker, Right Honorable Bamidele Oloyelukun. The 3 suspended lawmakers are among the 9 that opposed the impeachment notice moved against the Deputy Governor, Ajayi. Meanwhile, the letter of resignation of Maito was read by the clerk of the House, Bode Adeyemi. 2 soldiers and 4 others of the 25 Task Force Brigade deployed at Damboa have lost their lives during an encounter with Boko Haram terrorists in Borno, northeast Nigeria. The Coordinator of Defense Media Operations, Major General John Eneche, confirmed this to newsmen in a statement today. According to him, the soldiers, in conjunction with elements of Sector 2 Special Forces, while on clearance operation along Damboa-Maiduguri Road, made contact with a Boko Haram Islamic State West Africa province criminals and ambushed them along their axis of advance. The defense spokesman noted that the attack, which occurred on July 7, left at least 17 terrorists dead, adding that several others were believed to have been injured. NHA explained that the injured soldiers have been evacuated to a military medical facility and currently responding positively to treatment. Indications emerged today that the Oyo State Police Command has arrested some suspected ritualists in connection with serial killings in Akinyele community in Ibadan. Special Advisor to Governor Seyi Makinde on Security, Fatai Owoseni, made the disclosure during a town hall meeting. According to him, the suspected killers will soon be paraded by the Oyo State Police Command. The Board of Ekiti State Security Network, popularly referred to as Amotekun Corps, has commenced the process of recruiting personnel for the security network in the state. The state governor, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, had in March signed into law the bill backing the establishment of the network aimed at ending the scourge of kidnappings, killings, and other heinous crimes in the state. Speaking in Ado-Ekiti, the state capital, the Amotekun Corps commander, Brigadier General Joe Komalafe, retired, urged qualified persons in the state between the ages of 18 and 60 with a minimum qualification primary school living certificate to apply online. According to him, each applicant will be required to collect a letter from their traditional rulers affirming their citizenship of the community and character, revealing people of questionable behaviors will not be part of the call. Komalafe explained that the process will be devoid of politics and any form of inducement, saying best and most suitable applicants will be enlisted for the security network. The Corps commander added that he got the mandate of the governor to supervise the network as a result of his proven track record and integrity, calling on politicians to steer clear of the recruitment process. An And in the world of sport, a former African heavyweight boxing champion, Ngozika Ekwelum, has been discharged from the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital, Enugu, after a successful treatment of cancer of the bladder. Ekwelum was diagnosed of cancer of the bladder and had been undergoing treatment since April the 8th. Addressing newsmen in Enugu during his visit for a checkup, Ekwelum said he had completed all the radiotherapy for the treatment and would undergo chemotherapy once a month till November 2020. The boxing champion thanked Governor Willie Obiano of Anambra, his hometown Union President General Miezi Okpokolo, and Ikechukwu Okoronkwo for their immense support throughout his ordeal at the hospital. Ekwelum also appreciated the media for informing the world that he was in need and all others that contributed spiritually and financially to his successful recovery. He also commended organizations and individuals who donated financially for his treatment both in Nigeria and outside the country. And that'll be all on the news. Yes, news now. But before I go, let me bring you a recap of the stories I brought to you earlier. In the news, we brought to you that Federal Executive Council holds virtual meeting, honors late export minister Abdul Kadir. Domestic flight operations have resumed in Lagos and Abuja. NNPC confirmed 7 deaths as explosion rocks facility. Ondo Assembly suspends 3 lawmakers. Majority leader resigns. Oyo confirms suspected serial killer's arrest. And in sport, we told you that former African heavyweight boxing champion recovers from cancer. The news was produced and edited by Prosper Bolade Shomi and delivered by Olatunde Ido. The Yoruba version of Yes News Now comes up immediately. Many thanks for listening and good evening.